hands Sami the phone. "Take it, I can't get a signal." Sami punches in a number. Nothing happens. "Too many people trying to make calls," says the arse-crack guy. "The network is overloaded." Sami hands him back the phone and keeps walking, crossing at the next intersection. He notices a black cab, opens the door, slips onto the back seat, dumps the rucksack on the floor between his knees. "You're joking, aren't you, mate?" says the driver. He motions to the road ahead. "I haven't moved in 40 fucking minutes." Sami catches sight of himself in the rear mirror. His face is caked in dark soot, except for 2 streaks of white, one on the tip of his nose, and the other a line of perspiration running over his cheekbone and down his neck. It could be war paint. He's been into battle. The driver is listening to the radio. "Bomb went off," he explains. "There could be more of them." "More what?" "Suicide bombers." The driver looks at him. "You must have been down there. You look like Al fucking Jolson." "Who's he?" "You never heard of Al fucking Jolson?" "No." "He was a white guy, used to black up his face and sing like a nigger." "Why?" "Fuck knows." The driver has his door propped open. He lights a cigarette, and the roll of smoke seems to evaporate on the breeze. "You got a phone?" asks Sami. "Yeah." "Can I borrow it?" "Won't do you any good. They shut down the network, or the whole thing has crashed. Every man and his dog is trying to call home." "Why would they shut down the network?" "Stop them setting off any more bombs. That's how the ragheads do it. Use mobile phones. Call the number and boom. Makes no sense to me. Live and let live, I say. We should make a deal with the terrorists. We won't invade their fucked up countries if they stop blowing us up." "Maybe it wasn't terrorists," suggests Sami. "Of course it was fucking terrorists," replies the driver. "You're not bleeding, are you? I don't want frigging blood on the seats." "I don't think so." "You're covered in that black shit. Maybe you should just get out." "Couldn't I just sit here?" "Does this cab look like a fucking backpacker's?" Sami gets out, swings the rucksack over one shoulder, drops his head and keeps moving. Turning out of Rupert Street into Shaftesbury Avenue, he almost runs into a big black Rosa standing on the corner directing traffic. Really big, 250 pounds at least, made even larger by his vest, which is bristling with old Bill gadgets. Sami apologizes. The Rosa tells him to slow down and watch where he's going. Then he clocks Sami's clothes and the rucksack. "What you carrying, lad?" "Nothing." "Looks pretty heavy to be nothing." "Dirty laundry." "Show me." "It's locked." "You always lock up your dirty laundry?" "There's loads of perverts about," says Sami. "You can't be too careful." The Rosa is already reaching for the radio on his arm. He tells Sami to put the rucksack down and slowly step back. Sami's insides are betraying him now. His hair is full of broken glass. His clothes are covered in shit. He doesn't need this, not today, not after what he's been through. At that moment, somewhere in Sami's subconscious, a camera shutter blinks, and he can see a dozen years in prison. The shutter blinks again, and this time he pictures his sister Nadia, lying on a bed, her dress plastered to her body, a crack whore for Tony Murphy. The black constable grabs hold of Sami's arm. Instinct kicks in. Sami drops his head into the Rosa's stomach, hearing the wind whistle out of his mouth and nose. He's running now, dodging pedestrians, leaping over a dog on a lead, bursting through a queue, knocking over a man carrying a sandwich board. The underground is closed, the steps deserted. There are transport police at the stairs. Across the street, between ambulances and fire engines, there are proper police officers keeping the crowds back. Sightseers. Rubbernecks. Sami crashes into an outdoor table, spilling a bottle of wine and upending a woman in mid-meal. A waiter gives him a gobful. He keeps running, the bag over one shoulder, slapping against his back. He should stop and tighten the straps, clip the belt around his waist, redistribute the weight, but he's too scared to stop. Run. That's what every sense tells him to do. Just run. Get away. Find somewhere quiet. Hide the rucksack. Steal a moment to think. He ducks into an alley, leans his back against a wall. The rucksack props him up. He listens. Sirens. Stuck in traffic. Trying to outrun them on foot is a loser's game. They'll corner him and wait for reinforcements. Sami has to go.